Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live session with Moja 2. Today is such a special day because I'm joined by one of our sponsors and the student that she sponsors. It's going to be an engaging session, and I hope you're going to learn more about our organization, learn more about our sponsor and our students. I'll take this chance to let them introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about themselves. Maybe you can start with you, Miranda.
Sure. I'm Miranda or Randy Bevington. I've been a sponsor for, I don't know, Elijah, how long have I been sponsoring you? Because you were my first student. For about 7 years, I think. And I in Austin, Texas, and have been active on the marketing committee as well.
Yeah. Elijah, maybe you can share a little bit about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Maria. My name is Elijah Nyangena. I'm 24 years old. So I have been a student to Miranda for 8 years now. She has been sponsoring me in my education for that long. And up to now, I'm in the university.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Miranda, you have talked about being involved also on the marketing committee and also being a sponsor. Maybe you can share with us what inspired you to become a sponsor with Moja 2.
Well, back when I started, my husband and I have always considered education very important. So when we were thinking about where to put our charity money, we thought about different things locally, but I knew Kathy and Bailey from work, and it just seemed like a good idea, like this, having this one-on-one connection with a student and being able to sponsor them directly, and knowing that my money was going towards, helping educate somebody who was very passionate about what they wanted to do, just was a perfect fit for what we wanted. And so it's just been, it's just been a great journey. And like I said, Elijah was my first student, so I've been able to watch him grow and emerge over the last 8 years. Thank you for keeping me honest on the number of years, Elijah. Appreciate that. And it's just been, it's just been thrilling to see.
Yeah. What about you, Elijah? How did you feel when you first heard that Miranda was going to sponsor you? Like, how was your experience and what impact did this have on your education and life?
Okay. When Miranda decided to sponsor me, I said truly it was God's grace. It was God's blessing, because it was a time when I had lost hope on proceeding with my studies. If I remember well, it was when I had finished my primary school and I did well, but I had no money to take me to the secondary school. So that was the time when Miranda, I had about 2, and then Miranda, she decided to help me. Yeah.
And that's something and that's something that just is so fulfilling about this, and so, like, I'm so passionate about, like, you still do, you had so much potential, and the idea of you not being able to continue your studies because it makes me crazy to think of lost potential like that. So I'm honored that I was able to help in that way.
Yeah.
You did all the hard work, though.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. And maybe to mention, Miranda also sponsors other students. So she has been part of Moja 2 for a long time. And you have talked about connection. And one of the things Moja 2 is keen about is creating a connection between the sponsor and the student. And for you and Elijah, we have witnessed that. We have seen that the bond you two have created. What would you say has maybe enabled you guys to maintain this relationship and to keep on growing and learning more about each other?
Well, I definitely think I'm not the greatest pen pal, Elijah. I'm sorry about that. But the calls have definitely helped. Like, just having those regular calls and, being able to see Elijah, see you evolve over the years. And, I remember you being a little bit shy when we first met, and, just how confident and assured you are, is and how you've become over the years has been amazing to watch. But I just think those regular check-ins and having those conversations every quarter has helped tremendously in us getting to know each other and building that bond.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe to mention, for Elijah, he's currently in his fourth year and he's doing his clinical attachment. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about that. What has been your experience?
Okay. Currently, I'm in my 4.3, my final year attachment before graduating. So here I was placed in an upcountry county called Nyeri. So here I'm doing my management practical skills, and I'm also going to do my teaching practice in one of the KMTC that is around in this place. So currently I'm in my gynecology ward, where we manage the gynecological problems among the pregnant women and those who have already delivered. Yeah. So the experience here is amazing, and I'm able to learn a lot because I'm getting a chance to see and to practice manually thought and applying the theory.
Wow, it's so amazing just to imagine that Miranda started sponsoring you when you are in high school and you're going now to finish university. Miranda, what does that make you feel, seeing him grow from all these stages and now waiting to graduate?
I mean, as I mentioned, just the fact that you're able to rise to your potential and you're doing what you've been passionate about since I met you. You know, you wanted to go into the medical field from day one. So seeing that become a reality is just beautiful and amazing to me. So I'm just thrilled to have been able to witness that.
Wow. Yeah. And for you, Miranda, what would you say that has been one of your like memorable moment or experience while being part of Moja 2 or sponsoring Elijah?
I think again, seeing the improvement in confidence and everything has been great to watch. I think not to bring things down a little bit, but you know, my husband passed away after I'd been sponsoring Elijah, and I was also sponsoring another student at the time. And I got these amazing letters from them during that time that it was just so touching to me that they reached out, gave me their love and support during that time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, it kind of sunk in that they are part of my life. Right. And so as sad as that was, it really kind of solidified the importance and how valuable these relationships are.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. What about you, Elijah? Like, what has been one of your favorite or memorable moment?
Okay, to be honestly, let me say, apart from Miranda paying my school fees and making sure that I'm getting the education, let's say that she has been there for me all times. Even when I'm stressed, she has always been monitoring me, telling me that, Elijah, you should do like this. When you have a problem, you should tackle like this. If I remember well, there was a time when I was in second year. I was really stressed with my grades. So on one of the video call, I asked Miranda, how do you manage stress? And then she told me everything. I was very happy about that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
So
it's
she's
so
just a
amazing.
good yeah.
Yeah. And maybe Miranda, because we have some. Elijah, do you have something?
No, proceed.
Okay. Maybe Miranda, because you've been in Moja 2 for a long time, and we might have someone who maybe might be interested in becoming a sponsor, and you have some experience. What advice would you share with them as they start maybe or begin to start their sponsorship journey?
I think, it's so worthwhile. I mean, you're directly impacting somebody's life. I mean, the name says it all, just one. Like if you're sponsoring one person, but what a dramatic difference that makes in that person's life. And then that you get to build that relationship with them and watch them grow and evolve. It's an amazing process, and it's just so fulfilling to see it. Like I said, the students do all the hard work, but to be able to be there and encourage them and watch it all happen, it's fantastic.
Yeah. And even me as an alumni of Moja 2, I would say like it's really amazing to now be able to be part of the Moja 2 team and see what goes behind everything. So especially right now when we had the April trip, it was so amazing because we went to these families' home and you could see that you are not only impacting that one student, but also the entire family. So I agree. What you guys are doing is really, really amazing. Maybe we can talk about you, Elijah, because right now you are about to graduate and you have gotten this opportunity to be able to go to university and pursue a course that you love. What are you looking forward to in the future?
So after the university, I also want to proceed to the master's level. But after graduating, first I will go to the internship. So
Yeah.
I also pray that I get a chance to do my internship in one of the best hospitals in Kenya, so that I can get my working license in Kenya. So after my internship, my prayer is that I get a good job, because I also want to give back to the society. From the acts that Miranda has shown to me, I also want to sponsor somebody and help somebody in the society.
Wow.
And that's
So
something amazing too, like the idea of paying it forward and me helping you're it's going to lead to you helping other people. I mean, that's I couldn't ask for anything more than that. That's amazing. I don't want to keep using amazing, but it is. I keep saying amazing.
Yeah, it really is amazing. And maybe going back to Miranda, what made you want to get involved like with the marketing? Because it's something you've been doing for many years, like helping with marketing. Like what inspired you to start that?
So, it's about getting the word out, right? If I'm sponsoring one student or two students, I can't sponsor tons of students, right? But to me, what the mission of Moja 2 is so important and so fulfilling, that I want to help get that word out and get more students. Again, don't want to waste potential. We've got all these students that could do so many great things. We just need to get the word out and have people aware of what they could be doing with their donation dollars.
Yeah. And we are so lucky to have you on our team. You're really doing an amazing job.
Well, thank you. You're doing a fantastic job with it too, because you prepare those reports every month, and there's just a lot of stuff going on. So you're doing a great job.
Thank you. For Elijah, so in Moja 2, we normally have like the mentorship program, which has been really great in helping like our students who are joining first year and also those who are graduating so that they can be able to prepare for the next transition. So for you, Elijah, I understand you have been part of the mentorship. Maybe you could share with us what are some of the lessons that you have learned there that have been really helpful in your life?
So after attending mentorship program, let's say that I can say that it was very informative to me, because I learned many things. First, I learned how to write a CV. It may seem normal, but I did not know how to write the correct CV to me. And also, I was mentored on how to tackle an interview. When called for an interview, I was also told how to tackle an interview. I was also told how to manage time. because time, everywhere we go, we need to manage our time well, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I will say that the mentorship program is very good, and I would like it to continue because it helps us a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been really amazing, and I'm so excited because you get to see how, like, you get to see firsthand how our students and our sponsors are able to create this great connection through Moja 2. And maybe as we wind up, Miranda, what message would you share to our viewers and also to Elijah? If you have any message, what message would you give to them?
I think, just consider what your impact could be, because it's life changing for both the sponsor and the student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for you, Elijah, what message would you share maybe to Miranda for the support that she has given you throughout the years, and maybe to the Moja 2 fraternity?
Okay. First, I will start by saying thank you so much, Miranda, for being there for me all those 8 years. You have really transformed me from being a small boy up to now. I'm a man actually, and I'm going to step out to the outside world, and I'm going to make you proud, and I will ensure that all that you've done to me is going to make an impact to our society and also to the global at large. So I know words cannot say thank you enough, but God is going to bless you a lot. And to Moja 2, I would like to say this work that you are doing is good. Thank you so much for sponsoring Kenyan students. Thank you so much for educating us. With education, all things are possible. You are able to get a job. You're also able to have a good communication skills. You're able to interact with people. Yeah. So with those few, I would like to say just thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Miranda, for being there for us.
Yeah, anytime.
And Maria, if I misunderstood the question, let me just also say to Elijah that, just keep doing what you're doing, because your work ethic has been tremendous, and obviously that's reflected in the success you've had. And I know that that's going to continue on once you're done with school and into your career, and how you put yourself out in the community and help others. You're going to do well, very well. I mean, it's going to be tremendous to watch.
Yeah,
sure.
I agree. We can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us, and I hope you learned one or two things about our organization and how you can get involved. If you'd like to know more about us, you can email us at info@moja2, and we can share more details on how you can get involved. Once again, thank you, and we hope to see you on our next session.